beautiful day. What do we want to do? Just checking if you were still checked in. When we did this 5 years ago, I was up at the legislature testifying, and to illustrate how housing touches us all, I used the example that I had a daughter graduating from college. And she's a wonderful kid, and she's off now on her own, but I beg the legislature, please, she cannot live with me. Now it's 6 years later, and I have a son. And he's graduating from college. And so he's going to need an affordable place to live. And so much of this is in those places where young people settle. It's in affordable apartments. It's in places where we have seen the stock dwindle because they've been foreclosed and they've been boarded up and the copper has been ripped out and they've taken down the property values inside neighborhoods everywhere we look. So it's critically important that we understand that this is an issue that touches every single last one of us in our state. I'm very grateful to be standing here with all of you. I'm grateful to our donors. I'm really grateful to our coalition partners. There's way too many to name, but they represent every single corner of our state. And we're united in this very important mission. I thank our state elected officials for their support, both in getting it on and now getting it passed. You've heard a lot already about the economic implications of the bond. You've heard some of the human stories. But let me give you some statistics that United Way has uniquely because of its 2-on-1 line where people call us every day and talk about what they need. So housing-related calls. A housing-related call is a person who has shelter at the moment but may not at some point pretty soon. In 2010, we took 38,000 calls like that. In 2011, we took 51,500 calls from people who were wondering if they were going to have a place to live pretty soon. That's a 35% increase. If that's not good enough, in 2010, we took 23,900 calls for shelter. Shelter is a person who's on the street now, doesn't have a place to live, trying to find a place to go. In 2011, we took 32,400 of those calls, another 35% increase. And so if we want to do this for the people, we have plenty of good reasons to do it for people. If we want to do it for this economy, we have plenty of good reasons to do it for the economy. So if I look around this audience and look around our community, this issue of housing is important to every single one of us sitting here. It's even important to people who don't know it's important yet. The name United Way, the word united, is probably the most important word in our name. We never do anything alone. In fact, it's next to impossible for any of us to do anything of any significance alone. So one truly remarkable thing about our state is that when times are good, we come together and celebrate. And I was there for the victory celebration the last time this bond got passed, and it was really a lot of fun. But we also come together when times are not so great. And we've seen it over and over again. You know, we're just celebrating, not celebrating, remembering the anniversary of the Station nightclub fire. We celebrate the community's response to that, but we certainly don't celebrate the event. The 200-year flood, Tropical Storm Irene, all of us pulled together. All of us were united and working in the same direction. So when times are tough, we know, and I know, Rhode Islanders are tougher still. So we know that in order to pass this bond is going to require a great deal of work. If we sit here today, listen to the good work and applaud and enjoy the laugh lines and do nothing else, it won't be good enough. And so what we've got to do is we've got to commit to telling a friend, to telling a neighbor, and to do something that's increasingly not so much done on the national and sometimes local scene, to engage someone who you might find who might not be for it. And give them the reasons that we all heard today, why they should change their mind. And do what? So, if we want to win, we need to get out, we need to work. This is just the beginning, not the end. One more time.